夜照起妙让气。无父无君无法纪，为非作歹有天比。修得道术皆佛理，邪佛一死也就齐。哪知不测其祸，其旦夕，那黄毛孽畜再回击。平凡不死好得意，复兴后死却成谜。
I didn't know this was Elden Ring.
I reckon I got an idea why you've come here, my friend.
Oh, that's weird. After singing in Chinese and being what?
Haste makes waste. I'll lend you a hand.
I don't even know what accent that is. It's like a cross between Scottish and Irish, but not even.
What's your step in? Get more shots and you'll be high and dry.
It's supposed to be somewhere in Scotland, but I can't place it. Let's go. Cool, we're in a different environment now. I'm sorry, guys. Wait a second. These earphones keep slipping out of my ears. Guys, when I went to record this, the footage was captured, sure, but none of the audio, none of the mic. So I've got about 30 minutes of gameplay with just the footage, no audio at all. So this is where the improviser comes out of me and has stretched my ability to edit. I've managed to find some royalty-free music for the background, and I'm going to give you a running commentary retrospectively through the footage that you guys are seeing. So we took a little venture towards, well, let me start by saying that I don't have all the footage either, so this is a little bit of a mess. But let's try and go on this journey together and piece together the pieces so that chapter 2 doesn't seem so disconnected and disgruntled. So Buddha heads, we have to collect 6 of those, I think it was, and it unlocks a secret boss towards the stone, can't remember its name. This boss I've come across, there's a character somewhere in the valley, a stone man, that won't really give you much detail at all until you come across this boss and smash it up, basically. So the Mother of Stones, we take some time to absolutely decimate all the enemies that are spawned when you hit them, when you hit the Mother. And eventually, we come to a point where we absolutely smash her up. Dung dung dung. Dung dung dung. So it keeps going on like this for a little while. I mean, I've edited it a lot just because without the official sound effects, it's a little bit tedious to watch the whole boss fight. And you'll find that a lot throughout the next, I don't know, 20 minutes. So if you don't mind me talking, you know, retrospectively, then feel free to stay and enjoy the ride. Yeah, so this is the area where you fight the stone, I don't know what it's called. We'll find out in a second. But I ran past this rock. I was like, oh, invisible wall, let's go. No, can't go past that bit. And that's blatantly a boss fight. But then I ran past and saw an icon action button, said deliver. And it delivered all the Buddha's eyes. And then this guy comes out the ground. And this game turns into a WWE wrestling match. I did try and fight this guy on the right by myself before getting the skill rock solid, and he absolutely destroyed me. Ah, Stone Vanguard, that's the one. I knew it was tip of the tongue, but it didn't ever come. So I just stood here for a little while, watched them to kind of, you know, figure out their domestics. Boom. Yeah, no, yeah, okay, shockwave. Fail. But that Shigandang is far superior. Slightly more powerful. And then I think halfway through this boss fight, I was like, okay, so... Oh, look at that. Slam dunk. Whee! Yeah, just defeated him straight away. And I got an achievement for that because it's a secret boss. But then I was like, fuck, man, I'm going to have to defeat him now? I didn't think about it replacing the boss fight. So this went really well, as you can tell, by the attack power that I have and the amount of damage that I'm doing to him. Obviously, I'm going to win. Oh no, maybe not. As we fade into nothingness. Skipping ahead, we went backwards a little bit through the village and came across another boss, Earth Wolf. This is pretty cool. I wasn't expecting to find this one. And this leads up to another secret boss, which you can find down a well when you have done a quest line involving a drum that you get from another boss in a bit. I think I got footage of that. And you have to go to 3 different places in the area and ring the drum, and this little boy starts talking to you. I don't have footage of those 3 areas. So, yeah. It's quite an easy boss fight, but there is a moment here that I get ambushed. Oh yeah, nice thrust attack. Yeah, alright, don't judge me. There it is. Ooh, nice dodge, Adam. So I wasn't expecting to take on 2 enemies at once, but hey, here we go. Ooh, nearly. It's a bit all over the place. Heal. Heal, goddammit. Thank you. Yeah, just headbutt him. Why not? So that spirit with the big head is used to break down a wall in this area, which will reveal a hidden room, and it will give you some scales, I think it is, which will also unlock a secret boss in the first chapter where the waterfall is, and you go in there and you have to defeat a dragon. I do have footage of that. That is coming up. Boom. Yeah, I thought I'd show you that. That was pretty cool because it was just a hidden one. I just had no idea it was there. Normally you get an idea when there's a boss that's going to happen. Like this. I'll try and do a tiger voice. Bloody hell! What's the hold up this time? Yum 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 yum. Shirk your offerings and go breed more rats. Meow. If you dare to muck up the king's practice again, I'll serve your dimwit son up for supper myself. Ain't ye that old loser? Where'd ye come from, you fur-faced mug? Who cares anyway, I'll gobble you up first. And the boss fight begins. So this took me a few times, but obviously I'm just going to show you the one that I was victorious in, because without the proper audio it would be far too tedious to show you all the defeats as well. Now the combat in this game, I love the perfect dodges. When you get it right, it feels so good. Did I miss on this? Yeah, I did, because he ended up doing this whirlwind thing. Such a cool moveset though. Immobilize, let's go. Get a good enough hits on in there. Twirly twirl. Yeah, I think he comes towards me now and I can... Oh, no, he... Oh, yes, I did. I get... Yeah, connected. Connected. Nice. That was beautiful. Cloud step. Smashed him up. Nearly halfway. And then that rock solid happens, which I love. I love that skill. And I completely didn't see that coming, did I? What a knob. Not looking good. Not looking good. I think I lost my concentration. He caught me off guard. He ambushed me with that rock solid. Maybe I was just a bit like, ooh, he just turned into stone. That's cool. Yeah, stagger. Boom. Poked him in the chest. And I have no mana left, so at this moment I'm thinking, I have to do it just with my brute strength, which is okay. Until that moment where I was like, oh, I'm going to die again. Oh, good dodge. He loves his kicks. Whoop, wah, wah. In the willy. And this is the move that this is the guy that, after defeating the Mother of Stones, you can go back to the guy that's in the valley and he will give you this spell, which is pretty awesome. Very slow, very clunky, but as you can see just then, his move that I did that was supposed to be an offense ended up being a dodge. So moments like that, it's like, okay, cool. Didn't use it as intended, but all good. And a very glorious, ending, very stylish ending. But glad to get that out of the way. Cue sad music. The tiger has been defeated. And now the headless man serenades the tiger as it dissipates into the ether. And as one power fades, it is given to another. Gotta be said, I love that little bit of editing with the music and stuff. My partner was watching it and she was like, I love that too. It's the small things. Now this guy is straight after the Tiger Vanguard, and he is the dude that gives you the hanging drum, or kind of whatever drum it is, to pursue the quest of the Hidden Well boss. As you can probably tell, I haven't really done my research in the names of all of these bosses. I probably should have, but in the name of improvisation, this is what this video is all about. Slapping it together, having fun with it, and just going with the flow. So that rock solid is really great. It's a really great parry. And as you can see, he's pretty fast, quite furious with that blade. And I think if you're not careful, you can get hit off the bridge. That didn't happen to me in this one. But I was very close to dying. Ooh, nearly. Yeah, so very Very graceful defeat once again. Old rattle drum, that's the key item that you need to pursue the quest with the little boy and the well secret boss. Moving on, we're gonna go and take on the secret boss, I think. Yeah, so once you do that quest, you find 3 different places within the world of chapter 2. You speak to the little kid, and then it will unlock the well next to the little village. And then you get transported to this place, the Mad Tiger. At first, he was very ferocious. The camera angles sometimes in this game are something to be desired, as you can tell right there. Especially with the lock-on in small spaces with big bosses. It sometimes can't handle itself very well. But as you can see with the fire, with that transformation, his life has gone down incredibly. But he is very ferocious. He's just pulled a rock out of the ground, man. Like, what on earth? When that first happened, I was like, oh gosh. I actually think I died here. But let's just wait and see. I think he caught me off guard a few times with his movements. Yeah, exactly, that pull up and the rocks coming out. I was not expecting that whatsoever. Whew. He is pretty mad. In fact, I think this is the one where I defeated him. By now, oh no, maybe not. See, it catches you off guard with the rocks slamming into the ground and the rocks coming up and stuff like that. But as you can see, I got my method. I use a pluck of many, and then immobilize, and then I turn into the fire guy, and we just go to town on him, and his life goes down really quite rapidly. Which is a very good start to a boss fight. If you can get him like nearly 3/4 of the way before, you know, before the what they called the decoys, before they go. Look at that. That's really quite good. But then you've obviously got to deal with his second phase, and there's a lot going on, and he's quite ferocious in his movements. However, you can best him, definitely. He staggers fairly easily, and as you can see, once again, it's a very stylish ending. I just wanted to get it done at this point. Just like bopped him in the ass. And so you can get a spirit of him, and there's also some items in a chest to the right of us. I'm yet to use that Mad Tiger. Now this boss, another secret boss. This is using the scales that you get from breaking down the wall in chapter 2 after the Prince of Sand boss, which I don't have any footage of. Then you go back to chapter 1, you run through the forest and you find a waterfall. And the waterfall has an action button, you press it, you go in, and you are given a boss fight with this guy called Red Long. And it was very, very cool. Electric dragon. So I used a pluck of many, went to town on him. Very cool boss fight. So you knock him down, he's got these electrical tanks on his back, and you can go to town on them. I think they explode at some points. If you're not careful, that you'll be affected by the AoE. But as you can see, I'm taking all of the chances to do everything and anything I have in my skill box. Yet with that electrical AoE, my life is absolutely, yep. So then I de-transform, go to town on him again. He's very easy to knock over, but he's just got a lot of life. And you've got to be very careful of how much mana you use straight away, because you don't want to find yourself in a boss fight when you've got like half of his life down and you've got no mana left. Obviously you can do it like that for sure. And now this guy, so I can't remember where I got that special from, somewhere in chapter 2, but it basically acts as a buff, so your attack power gets buffed. And for some reason this dragon is completely out of it. He's on the floor. He's almost like he's stuck to the floor. I don't know if that's a glitch or a bug, but it certainly allowed me to get all of this damage in. And in fact, it's the thing that allowed me to win this fight. Obviously, eventually, anyone can do it with enough practice and time. But this was, you know, the RNG. This allowed me to defeat him quite easily. I'm sure there are people out there that haven't had the same experience. So let me know if you've had that glitch happen before. Now there is a few other secret bosses that I haven't got footage of in chapter 2. It's absolutely packed full of them, and I did miss a couple of bosses with the Prince of Sand and stuff like that as well. So hey, now we're going on to actual footage that did record, so have fun guys, and thanks for listening.
How dare you come back? Why do you have to come back?
You disciple, you're a fool. You stole her long spell and snatched the great sage's relic. You even took your master's heed. Just for a short reign over this barren valley.
I am Bodhisattva Lingji of New Mount Sumeru, the warden of this rat. After the great sage's passing, his sixth senses were scattered across the mortal realm. This thieving rat chanced upon one of them, yet hindered by his meager might, he could not absorb its power. Thus he schemed with wicked intent. A victim of his deceit, I had my head taken by him. The sense requires such a grand container to release its power. I should bear the blame for his reign of havoc upon this ridge again. Through your valor and sagacity, order has been restored. You are the sole worthy one to keep it. Please, keep it secure in my stead.
下了。这就一贯来到
Men, beasts, Buddhas, Yaoguais. Each of them bears a distinct root from birth, superior and inferior. None should disturb what's decided. Am I right, Sun Wukong?
With the wind and sand you've endured here, did you reach the forgotten kingdom at the end of the land? Did you find the clash of stones and the fall of Tiger's acolyte? If you shut your ears and heed only your inner murmur, I fear the more you yearn for flawless endings, the further you'll stray from the path. Rats and cats, neither grasped their destiny, and yet neither admitted it. Listen closely, young one. Their complaints ride upon the wind. Spared him, punished him, avoided him, eluded him. Master's grace taught, disciples' plot sought. His golden long staff meant nothing once mortal compassions took root. Bodhisattvas too could fall in this way. On a white deer or a green bull the celestial courtiers mount. On a cyan lion or a white elephant the bodhisattvas ride. This great beetle, too, could be someone's mount. They could have put their belief in anything, yet they chose a Yaoguai. Those who deny the rules must suffer the wrath. No wind wrought such destruction here. The Samadhi wind brought only malice here. Vajras and Arhats before the yellow wind shivered. Mounts of bodhisattvas, a lion cyan and an elephant white, in fear quivered. A wicked Yaoguai of fierce might followed a discerning master. It was his blessing, but also became his curse. They say Yaoguais prey on men, yet men prey on men too, only more ruthlessly. A fair trade in that tiny well? How does it differ from the trades out in the world?
So there we go, guys. That was chapter 2, however edited and messy it was. I hope you enjoyed the content. I had to really stretch kind of how I was going to compile this together, seeming I had editing issues. But yeah, let's crack on to chapter 3.